So as the world began to digitalize since the COVID pandemic in 2020, early 2020, we see more and more of these companies making the services available for you online. So think about nowadays when you want to watch a movie, chances are you go to youtube.com, you go to Netflix, you go to HBO Go, or you go to Amazon Prime, right? So all these are the different type of entertainment services they can go for. Or if you're thinking about your banking transactions, you want to send someone some money, or you want to receive money, chances are you're doing them all online now, rather than say going to the brick and mortar stores. And of course, if you've seen from the news, right, lots and lots of people get attacked, whether they're scams or whether they are cyber attacks. They affect companies, they affect you, your hard-earned money. So if you saw recently, the news has been pretty bad, right? Folks have their CPF savings being wiped out. Right? What about their banking transactions? All right, all those hard-earned money, likewise, you want to protect them. And it happens when your accounts get compromised, when the scammers or the hackers, they know about your password, they gain access and they log into your accounts. Okay, so that's what can happen when all these cybersecurity attacks can affect us, right? And what better way to protect ourselves than by understanding how the hackers do it? If we can understand how the hackers do it, how they plan their attack, then we'll be able to better stop them in their track. Okay, so scanning for all these devices across the internet, and then they figure out, hey, this device, all right, has this specific version. You're using Samsung, you're using iPhone, or using Windows 10, Windows 11, and we have a specific weapon, all right, that we can use against this device. So the first part is called research about the organization or the user. So with that, let me just jump into a demonstration of how that looks like. Okay, so we search more precisely here, and you see this string of words. So you have like Yahoo, hack, file type txt. So what is file type txt? We're narrowing down our search. Okay, we want to say we only want to look out for file type that is text files. You can also highlight PDF, which is for your documents. You can also have docx, which is for Microsoft Word. You can also have pptx, which is for PowerPoint slides. So all these are different file types that we can search through the internet. Pretty interesting, right? You can also do the same if you're doing for your day-to-day work. So you can try to narrow down your searches using all these search operators. And the final keyword here is password. So what are we trying to do here? We have all this string of keywords. What are we trying to do? We're looking out. We're searching for usernames and passwords. Yes, that's right. And of course, if I go ahead and open up a couple of the results here, okay, let's go ahead and open up one of the results. Let's see what we get. Okay, open up one of the results here. Okay, so scroll down, I can see the following. You can see right here. We have on the left the username, in the middle a protected password, and on the right an email address of the person. Okay, so from a simple search, we managed to uncover these details. Next result, username, passwords, literally right here. We managed to search for usernames and passwords within a couple of minutes. All right, so these are all literally email addresses, all right, as well as a password to their accounts. So very quickly, we're able to find out all these different details from a simple Google search. Next. Now, changing things a little bit. Perhaps I am a bad hacker, okay? But I'm a white hat hacker. I'm a good guy, right? But let's just say in this session today, I turned rogue, or I'm a bad hacker, and I have been paid by a competitor to say, hey, I'm going to give you this link to this website. I want you to take it down. I want you to take down this website. So now I'm the bad hacker. I hit this website. I see, okay, goldrealestate.co.il. I scroll down further. Okay, property listing and all these different details, rent, years of experience, services, about us, here for you. You see right here, we got two persons profile, and presumably their phone numbers, maybe, or maybe some other details. What would the hacker do next? What would the hacker do next? Pretty simple. They go back to their favorite search engine, they enter the company's name right here, or the domain name, followed by the password as keyword. Just these two keywords, okay? Just these two keywords, and then you can see right here from the result, the very first result, pdfcoffee.com. Go ahead and click on it. All right, let's see what we find. I'm gonna go ahead and search goldrealestate.co, all right, .il. What do you see? You see right here, this is the email address of the person. And what's the password? 123456. Okay? So very quickly, we managed to find email address as well as password to the person's account. Now, if I go back over to the website here, what's next? Let's find a login page. Right, that's what the hacker would do. They find the login page. And of course, in this case, I can enter things like WP-login. Sometimes it's administrators, sometimes it's /login, right? So I'm very familiar with all this website technology, so I know that it is being standardized to WP-login. And all the hacker has to do is copy and paste the email address as well as the password, click login, and that's it. They're in. They have full control of the website. And please don't do that, okay? Because hacking is illegal, right? Unauthorized access is illegal, so please don't do that. All right, so here I'm just sharing with you what the hackers will be doing.